In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum, dear friends of Radiance of Islam, the passing of Maryam, ARS, a divine epic of love, loss, and eternal reunion. The last sunset, a mother and son's final earthly moments. The amber glow of twilight draped itself across the Judean hills as Prophet Isa, AS, walked slowly toward his mother's dwelling. The air carried the faint scent of wild thyme and olive trees, their leaves whispering secrets to the evening breeze. In his hands he carried a simple meal, freshly baked bread still warm from the stone oven, ripe figs bursting with sweetness, and a clay jar of cool water drawn from the spring. Maryam, AS, sat in her customary place by the mihrab, her face illuminated by the last golden rays filtering through the lattice window. At 53 years of age, her beauty still carried that otherworldly radiance that had made angels speak of her purity decades before. The lines on her face told stories of miracles, of divine speech in infancy, of miraculous provisions, of raising a son who was both prophet and miracle. Mother, Isa, AS, spoke softly as he entered. I've brought our iftar. The villagers sent their regards. The widow Judith insisted we take her finest figs. Maryam turned with that smile that always made Isa feel like a child again. Allah bless her, she murmured, her voice like gentle rain. Then with sudden solemnity, she reached for her son's hand. Isa, my beloved, remember this night, for the sun sets not just on this day, but on my time in this earthly home. The divine summons, angels in the twilight. As Isa, S, stepped outside to perform ablution for Maghrib prayer, the sky transformed. Where moments before had been soft hues of purple and gold, now swirled colors, unseen by mortal eyes. The celestial radiance of angels descending. Jibril, ARS, stood at the head of a host of Malaika, his massive wings shimmering with divine light. Peace be upon you, O Maryam, she who was chosen above all women, the archangel proclaimed. Your Lord summons you to his presence, not as a stranger, but as his most honored guest. Maryam bowed her head in submission, her form already beginning to glow with an unearthly light. I submit to the will of our Rahman, she whispered. As she spoke the words, her soul departed as gently as a leaf detaching from a tree in autumn. The heartbreaking discovery, a son's grief. Isa, AS, sensing a profound change in the atmosphere, rushed back inside. There he found his mother's body, now empty of its radiant inhabitant, still positioned in prayer, her hands folded peacefully, her face bearing the trace of a final smile. The mountain itself seemed to mourn with him. The rocks trembled, the trees bent low, and the very wind carried lamentations. Falling to his knees, Isa, AS, pressed his forehead to the earth. Ya Rab, he cried, you give and you take away. Blessed be your name in all things. A voice echoed through the chamber, neither loud nor soft, but carrying the weight of eternity. O Isa, I have taken what is mine to take, but behold, I give you a sign of my mercy. The miraculous burial, angels as pallbearers. When Isa, AS, approached the Banu Israel for help, their faces hardened. That mountain? Their elders scoffed. It's called the serpent's den for good reason. Not even Roman soldiers dare climb it. But Allah had prepared a burial fit for the woman who bore a prophet without a father. As Isa, AS, carried his mother's wrapped form up the treacherous path, a miraculous sight unfolded. The snakes parted like the Red Sea, forming two respectful lines. The rocks themselves softened to receive her body. 70 angels descended, each more magnificent than the last. Jibril, AS himself, used his wings to dig the grave, the earth opening willingly. Mikael, AS, brought heavenly perfumes to anoint her. Israfil, AS, recited prayers that made the very atoms of the mountain vibrate with remembrance. The grave speaks, a conversation beyond death. As the celestial light began to fade, Isa, AS, approached the sealed tomb. Ummah, he began, his voice breaking, then gathering himself. Mother, how do you find your new abode? The reply came not through the ears, but directly to the heart. O my son, if the kings of earth knew what I now experience, they would abandon their palaces and seek death. The Lord has granted me a palace of light overlooking the divine throne. Garments woven from the fabric of paradise, the company of Asiya, Khadijah, and Fatima. May Allah be pleased with them all. And tell the believers, those who hold fast to prayer, who are patient in hardship, that Allah does not forget His servants. Epilogue: The legacy of the chosen woman. As Isa, A.S., descended the mountain at dawn, the first rays of sunlight touched his tear-streaked face. Though orphaned in this world, he carried within him an unshakable certainty that death is but a doorway, and that the righteous will find with their Lord a home more magnificent than anything the earth can offer. And to this day, when the morning breeze passes through the olive groves of Palestine, those with pure hearts may still hear the echo of that sacred conversation between a prophet and his mother. A reminder that love perfected in Allah never truly dies. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time and support. Remember to share, like, and subscribe to show your support. I'll see you tomorrow back here on YouTube. Take care of yourself.